It's okay.
Okay.
Just don't break eye contact.
Don't say that, I'm gonna laugh. It's like a staring contest.
Yep.
You're better than this.
You've always had a harder time looking into my eyes.
I have always had a hard time looking into your eyes, yes. I think 30 seconds passed.
Am I?
Yeah, you go
Oh.
first. It's your turn.
All right. Describe the first time we met. What do you remember? 6 to 7 years ago.
We met in 8th grade. I do not remember the first time I saw you because I think I just walked into class.
Mm-hmm.
I have early memories of the first time we met, like when you called me out for having braces.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
You
That
still
was
haven't let it
really
down.
embarrassing. She's like, "Did you have braces?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did. Thank you for saying that." And I remember sitting next to you in science class.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say that was like the earliest memories. You were just like tall and goofy, and you hung out with those 2 girls a lot.
Mm.
And that's what I remember. You were nice. You were
Yeah.
a nice guy.
And you were that cute Hispanic girl that sat next to me in science class.
I was. You had a crush on me.
I did.
I
A little bit of a crush in
A
in
little
8th
bit?
grade. Who would have known?
Who would have
thought?
Who would have thought? Yeah, and then 9th grade, I remember you better. Like, I remember coming up to you at lunch, and then we
Yeah.
talked about film club.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh, you're going to film club?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, can I go with you?" And it was like a terrible film club. And then we
Oh,
became
yeah.
presidents of our own film club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no. Yeah, our like friendship proper didn't start until like 9th grade.
Yeah, exactly. I started for film. Look
That's
where
true.
we are now.
Look where we are now.
Okay. What are your 3 favorite memories from our time together? Oh, we talk about this all the
We
time.
do. Classic Governor's Island, dancing in the rain.
Can I just say real quick? My mom recently asked me because we were just talking about life, and she was like, "What's the when was the happiest you've ever been?" And I actually said that
Oh, wow.
because we were just so
Yeah.
like we didn't care about anything. Like it was just so there was no history, there was no baggage. There was just like 2 16-year-olds in love, like under the rain.
No baggage.
There was like no baggage. It was just like and I hate the rain. That's also why that memory is significant, because I hated being under the rain, but we were just so,
What did we dance to?
I don't remember.
I feel like it had to have been.
I just remember there
Girl.
was a bee that was really bothering
There
us.
was.
And then the bee left because of the rain, and everyone went to hide, and we were just like,
Yeah.
okay, keep going.
What was the question?
The 3.
Favorite memories. The duality between our first and last date, the fact that we went to the exact same restaurant and sat in the exact same place, almost accidentally, 5 years apart from each other.
Why do we do stuff like
Because
that?
I don't know, because we're filmmakers.
Yeah, because everything has to be a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Movie perfect.
I'm glad it was. It did bookend a relationship. Just the start and the end, the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It bookended it well. It felt like an end, which is, you don't get that a lot in real
No.
life.
No.
That's a very movie thing.
Yeah, most exes don't talk to each other. Like they just break up and then.
Yeah. Well, we haven't talked too much since then.
No, that's true. But I think we're doing it to talk eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have one more? Or does that count as 2?
I think that one time in your bed, it was during the not official relationship part of our relationship where I just couldn't stop staring at you.
Wait, this was during winter break?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I don't know. Recently, a friend asked me what it was like to be in love, and
Really?
that was the moment I went to. That it would have been a crime to look away from you.
Oh my
Like,
God.
and I remember that scaring you. Like
Yeah.
we were in a point in a relationship where
I was really, yeah.
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 There's something about me staring at you that scared
Terrifying. Yeah. That was. I remember. I didn't know that was one of your favorite moments. That really did scare me.
you.
Yeah, that was because we were in like a weird. We went through such a weird year this last year.
Yeah.
You know, like we like had like the worst summer ever. Like the worst,
Yeah.
absolutely worst summer.
Yeah.
And then we were like, all right, let's do this thing. Let's see what happens. And then we kind of did it for like a little bit. We're like, let's make more problems. Like,
Yeah.
it's not going to work. Like, we're still apart from each other for 2 more years. And then I think I like was feeding off the excitement of getting back together with you, that once things started to like settle and I realized that, are we going to date again? And I didn't think it was going to work. And so like that disappointment made it really terrifying, like you looking at me like that, because I was like, I can't lose you all over again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I forgot what we were talking about, but we brought it up about I don't know, that it was obvious that scared you, and that clocked with me.
that what?
That I noticed that it scared you. And then afterwards you said, go back to looking at me with those loving eyes.
I said that?
And I said something like, it's hard when you're not looking at me back. Film
Yeah.
majors.
Because they're like ridiculous. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. I didn't know that was one of your favorite moments.
I don't know, I think in itself it's a bit painful, but
Yeah.
there's very few times where I've looked at something like I looked at you that day.
Yeah. I think it was also like, it was like such a rough year for us the year before, and I like wanted you to look at me like that for like such a long time. So I feel like I finally got what I wanted,
Yeah.
and I kind of was starting to realize it's not what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was like
Yeah.
terrifying. But mine would be the first two you said, like the dinner. I can't even. People don't believe me. Like when I like say
Yeah.
that happened. Like we literally just cried over pasta, and like the waiters like hated us.
Yeah. Oh, we looked like lunatics.
We were so cheesy. We were so cheesy. It was so beautiful. Really, like
Yeah.
really.
Little Italy restaurant.
We really set the bar really high. Everything is going to be disappointing from now on. Yeah. Yeah.
That's one way of looking at it. Yeah.
I can't think of a third though. There's so many.
Yeah.
I would like to think one from when we broke up, but after that. But it was like it was rough. It's hard to think of fond memories from that year. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I don't know what you said about getting what you wanted and realizing that it scared you. The whole thing that happened after we broke up after 4 years and then stopped seeing each other after 5. That whole year, did that feel artificial to you?
No, it didn't. It felt unhealthy.
Oh,
it
yeah.
felt like
Yeah.
it didn't feel. It felt all real, but I felt everything I was feeling was real. It just felt like I was trying to save a relationship that was gone. Like we were never going to be what we were in high school again, and like us being together in winter break and stuff like that felt like high school, and that was scary to me from what I remember. Like because it's not what it was anymore, and there was so much baggage. Every single time we hung out, like just every single time we started talking about like shit that happened, and it was really.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, that's what it wasn't the like Governor's Island moment. It was.
Yeah.
That sucks about getting older. Is that just gonna I feel like every relationship you just carry like that baggage, and I don't know.
Maybe.
It's scary. Okay, it's your turn.
It is, yes. What's the most ridiculous thing you've seen me do? Probably a lot.
That's
A bunch
hard
of
to
things.
remember. The most ridiculous thing I've seen you do? Oh. Oh my God. When you were,
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
That thing when we were kind of like getting like intimate, and he said, "I'm not even gonna repeat it. We're not even saying it. Please don't say it." But it was just this like you just said the most ridiculous thing, and we just had to stop. We just couldn't keep going. It was dumb.
It just popped into my head.
It was terrible. The ridiculous things. I don't know. You're just like cheesy sometimes, but not like, you're like a dad. Like you're like very dad-like. And,
I know.
So even like the way you dance is like dad-like and like things like that.
So that's a nice way of saying awkward.
Yeah. What about me? Have you seen me ever do anything ridiculous?
I mean, definitely.
What?
Everyone does stuff ridiculous in high school, and I was watching you the entire time in high school. But off the top of my head, I don't know.
Yeah. That's a hard question.
Did you just wash your hair on the mic?
Oh yeah. Do you see how long my hair goes?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. How do you describe me to others?
Interesting. I think.
I think I talk about you more than you talk about me. I talk about you quite a bit.
Well, I just don't share. I'm not as open as you with
That's
people. You cracked me open.
That's true.
How do I talk? How do I describe you to others? I think you are incredibly strong.
Thanks.
I think you are strong-willed and sometimes hard-headed and very, very passionate. I describe you as one of the best filmmakers I know, and hope one day to work with you again.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're my high school sweetheart.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say the same. I say it still shocks people how long we've dated, like, 'cause like we're like so young, like, and to have dated someone for that long.
Yeah.
It's like shocking to people. But I would say the same. I always say you're such a nice guy. Like but like people meet you and they're just like, it's annoying sometimes. Like you're so nice. Like everyone just really loves you. So just that you're a really, really nice guy. I think I would say that. And anything else? No, we dated that people like ask where we are now. And I'm like, we're going to try to be friends.
Yeah.
But we're taking some time right now.
Oh yeah.
But that's what I'll say. And then, but when we were still like a thing, I'd be like, it's just complicated. Like to people in college when you came to visit me and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
It was like a weird.
It was very complicated.
It was weird, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think now I am okay with saying that you were kind of like a long distance open relationship, even though we would have never called it that during our time doing that.
Yeah.
The term relationship was such a just buzzer word, like it.
For me?
No, for both
or
of
both
us.
of us? Oh.
Yeah, we were both. Yeah.
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 Oh, we were traumatized.
Yeah.
That was really long. I think I'm like,
Yeah. But it was.
It was like that.
It was.
It was like. I'm glad it wasn't official. We just.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think has been the hardest thing for me since we broke up?
That's a good question. The hardest thing. I think the things that you went through after we broke up, your freshman year. Was it? Yeah, it was your freshman year with like your friends. Like what happened specifically? I think that was really hard for you, because you got really cold and
Which are you talking about? My friend trying to commit suicide?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and just like the kind of like manipulation, at least from what you told me and stuff about that.
Did I tell you that it was actually 2 times? That the first time I didn't realize.
Are you serious? No, you told me about one time where she just called you to come over, and you were in a movie.
Yeah.
And that you couldn't. But I didn't know about another.
Yeah, no.
That is fucked up.
I was there with her, and she was just like non-responsive, and I called the public safety on campus,
When
and
was
she
this?
came and they came and like she talked them down. Like she was like, no, I haven't taken anything. I think I'm just tired. And like a year later, she was like, yeah, I was.
Are you still friends with her?
Yeah.
Well, that's you, of course.
Yeah.
So I think that was probably really hard for you. I have absolutely no idea what would be hard for you when it came to us, because you always did a very good job of like not being open about like how you dealt with like Because in my perspective, from what I was seeing, you were fine. Like you were like dealing with your own stuff with his friends and your stress at school, and like you weren't even like, it felt like almost unfazed by it. I know you weren't, but like that was my perspective of it, that you were unfazed by us breaking up. And then of course like a lot of stuff happened over the summer, and then I you know, you were less unfazed, but yeah, I would say that. Am I wrong?
No, not at all. I was more curious about now.
Oh, what do you think? Oh, you mean this summer?
I'm talking about this summer. I'm talking the
I have no freaking idea.
The 2.5 months that we haven't.
I don't know. You, like I said, you do a very good job of seeming completely collected all the time.
Yeah.
So you could be 100% fine.
Is that frustrating?
It used to be, but I know you're not. And I know that's just how you are, that you'll just always seem 100% okay when you're not 100% okay. So like right now, you might have been having the best summer. I have no idea how the summer's been for you. You've like, I'm curious. I would like to actually really want to know what it's been like, us being completely not talking when we're both like 20 minutes away from each other.
Yeah.
I like look for you every time I pass by your stop.
Yeah.
I just think you're gonna like walk into the train. Like I hope and I also fear it at the same time.
I get that.
Yeah, but yeah.
I can tell you.
Can you tell me?
Yeah.
I was like, I really want to know.
I mean, the first month was pretty hard.
Yeah.
And there was specifically 1 week, like a month ago, that just, it was rough. Like I was missing you a lot, and just thinking about you a lot. You were on my mind a lot, and it was bad. But even going through that, like this whole secondary breakup has been like so adult and so mature. Like even when we were breaking up, it was like we're doing the right thing for each other. Yeah. And so even during that week, I was like, I know this week is gonna suck, and it's gonna get better. This is gonna be a low point, and afterwards, yeah.
No, I feel like mine was like really similar.
Yeah.
I like realized my growth as a person on how I treated this breakup compared to a year ago. Like do you know how many times I was like, wow, I've really grown. Like what I've done, what I would have done a year ago. Like I wanted to hit you up, but I like did it, and that's like really big for me to not need you, like and stuff like that. So I did a lot of like, oh, I'm a lot healthier of a person this summer than I was last summer. That's awesome. But it was hard in the beginning. It was like frustrating because I'm like, am I really dealing with this breakup feeling again? Like I am not ready to deal with this again. So I would kind of just shut you off my brain. Like I didn't even want to think about you. And then there were like a few times where I really missed you. Like really heart-wrenchingly missed you. Yeah. I think it's my turn.
I think so.
Who do you feel is at fault for our relationship ending?
Are we talking about the first time or the second time?
I don't know, both. Well, I'm not like sophomore year.
I think both times, like it depends on how nitty-gritty you get. Like I think both times, the answer is both. Oh yeah. I think the first time, while I technically kind of finished off in a very, very dickish way.
Oh, the worst way.
In a horrible, not proud.
That's nice.
But like the problems that we were facing in our relationship was not one-sided. Both of us were in college. We were 400 miles away, and we were seeing each other once every 2 weeks. And I mean, that was unsustainable.
Yeah, no way. We spent so much money.
So I don't know. I think both of us just needed to move on. Yeah. For the first one, and then the second one. The second one was like, I don't know, we just kind of both realized we were not bad for each other. We were never bad for each other, but we weren't growing in certain respects. Like you did a lot. You've grown so much in the past year. Thanks. But it's been despite being something with me. Mm-hmm. Same to me. There was a lot of baggage in a relationship. Last summer we fucked each other up so badly.
Oh, it was so bad.
And I think one of the reasons I'm able to have a good summer in Brooklyn is because I let go of a lot of the stuff from our relationship.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like it's both of us. Yeah, because like you broke up with me in a really shitty way,
Yeah.
like last year, but like I put you through hell a month before that, like asking for what I was asking for and asking for us to be more open and asking for us to see other people and like and you didn't want that at all, and it made you really insecure, and I kept pushing for it, you know. And I don't regret asking because it's what I wanted, and you ask for what you want like in a relationship, but like you were at your own wit's end too. You were in a lot of pain, like, so I don't feel like it's, I think I like both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your turn. That way. It's not
Yep.
that. It's
Oh.
my file.
If there was one thing you could change about the way our relationship ended, what would it be? Why?
You not being such a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That fucked me up a lot, for sure. Not breaking up with you over Skype with you would have been great. I know we were like 100 whatever miles apart. And you just not being a dick. That really like had a lasting effect on me and the way I thought about myself. That beginning of last summer, like it really fucked me up.
Yeah.
Like I was talking about this recently to like or something, because that's what gets frustrating about you sometimes with people, that like people think you're so amazing, and you are so amazing, but like you make mistakes, like you have flaws, you're not the most self-reflective person all the time. And that last summer was a really dickish time for you, and like nobody saw it, and I was very alone in it, and like I saw myself so differently, like and it really fucked the way I saw myself like sexually for a long time. And and it, because it made me feel like you didn't want to date me, you just wanted to hook up with me, and so then it made me feel like that's all I was good for was that, like, you know. I was telling my mom recently, because we had that conversation where you were like, oh, I'm excited to like one day meet the guy you date, because like I know I was such a good boyfriend, and I was like, oh, well, I'm excited to meet the girl you date because like, you know, I know I'm cute, and then I told my mom that, and she's like, you're more than that, like you're not just like that. But it really messed me up. It really messed how I dated after that and stuff, and like how I used, like I just felt like I was trying to get back together with you, and that wasn't what you were trying to do, and just to have that being done by the person that was so unconditionally in love with you for 4 years prior, like really messed me up. It really had a lasting effect on me that I'm still like unraveling and stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. And I know I can't say that enough times.
I know. Well, I paid you back.
Yeah. Did you feel better after
After what happened?
I don't know, yeah.
I don't feel better. I feel like you have to understand the place I was coming from when I made the choices I made. And I feel like I still fucked up a lot. I shouldn't have done it, but I think we have to understand the places we were coming from and stuff. So what would you change? Like what would your answer?
Well, yeah, that
would be it. Yeah.
I wish being in Brooklyn didn't have to be so hard.
Yeah.
I wish that I feel like we breezed past what happened to you. And just
Oh no, it's okay.
Yeah,
There's
I
more
wish
questions.
being in Brooklyn, like just coming home for breaks this year, was so toxic. I would change that last day of summer.
That was the worst day.
I learned that the thing that you, I'm not.
It's okay. Yeah.
I learned that you hooked up with one of my friends, and that didn't faze me. I knew that I knew that already, or I inferred. But that every single one of the people that I called friends tried. Every single one tried to kiss you. I said, hey, I meant the purchase.
I know, I fucked up.
I meant that was like this big brother, or used to be a big brother figure who this guy that would watch over you at parties to make sure that you were safe. I meant that, and you responded with that was my absolute best friend in Brooklyn, that he tried as well, and that broke me.
I know. Did you ever talk to him about that?
No, I don't think I need to.
Yeah. But why did you get mad at me for that? Like of
No.
course, obviously I understand, you
Yeah.
know, the other friend, but
Well-
like I didn't do anything.
One of the reasons I was mad is because you didn't let me deal with it alone. I was in a not a good place, and I needed to be alone.
I know.
And and I know that you were so scared of me just dropping you again. And I understand why you refused to leave, because that's what we've always done. We've always stayed and worked it out.
Until it was, yeah.
And that you staying messed me up so much more.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Giving in and letting you stay and us having sex afterwards, it made me feel
so bad.
I felt so pathetic. And that stuck with me.
Yeah. That's bad.
But no, I don't, I know I shouldn't have blamed you as much as I did. But for one, you wanted me to keep everything a secret. You didn't want me to tell any of our friends, so I couldn't confront them.
Yeah.
And two, you're a flirty person.
Okay, but like.
No, I know.
That's a little unfair. That was not me.
Okay.
Like that wasn't. I didn't do any. Like I was.
Yeah.
Like we hung out. That was the first time we had hung out one-on-one all summer. I didn't do anything besides sit next to him. I didn't do anything. So I don't think that's really fair.
Okay.
Like the other, whatever. That's completely my fault. Totally my responsibility. And even like still, I have a big part in that. But no. No. Okay. I don't like not being viewed as like a person either by our friends. It frustrates me too. I got frustrated with you that I always had to get like the shit for it.
Yeah.
Except for one thing, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And you know, the one thing I did do was really, really bad, but I didn't.
Yeah. I know.
But I get what you're saying.
It was hard. It was hard to get past.
I know.
And sometimes, like we've talked about this so much, intent is so much different than impact. And that's with both of ours.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a way worse excuse than yours for the way I treat you.
I didn't do it vindictively though.
Huh?
I didn't do it vindictively, like.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know you didn't. And I thought I wasn't either.
Yeah.
And maybe a part of me was.
Yeah. Maybe a part of me was too.
I've explained to you
Yeah.
before. I was, for the first time in my life, I wanted to focus on me. And I took that as not caring for other people. And you got the brunt of that. And I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It was a bad summer.
Yeah.
It was really bad. This is the worst summer ever. This is bad. We fucked each other up. I think it's it's your turn.
No, it is.
It's my turn?
It is your turn, yeah.
Oh.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay. let's change it up a bit.
How have I changed from when we first started dating, and how do you feel about it?
Oh my God.
How have I changed since I was 14 years old?
We have spent over a quarter of our lives with each other. We went from being stupid freshmen to stupid adults, but like.
Oh, it was such a nice time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have no idea who I would be without you, and.
Oh, for sure. That was like our whole crying over pasta was what we would be without each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't changed.
I think that when we first started our relationship, you were not in the best place.
Oh, yeah.
You
Forgot
had,
about
yeah, seasonal depression.
It was worse than that.
It was worse than
yeah.
that. It was just
bad.
It was just bad. And you are so different now. You know how to take care of yourself.
Thank
You're an adult, and I don't take credit for that at all. But yeah, you're one of the most mature people I know.
How did that happen? Aw, thank you.
Yeah, you are an amazing filmmaker. I already said that, but.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like you don't realize how much I've changed, because I feel like I revert back to old habits when we're together a lot. I was listening to watching some footage I took of you for my winter break film, and I hate myself in them. I just am like, do you still like me? Do you think I'm pretty? And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I just really needed you. Even 6 months ago, and it's annoying. And I'm not like that with people now.
Yeah.
I don't think. I hope not. But I was really like that with you, and I just pride myself in when I can have full composure whenever we're hanging out, because you have a really, really big hold over me. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to even, I don't know, to even begin naming the things the way you've changed,
Mm-mm.
I don't even know where to start.
And I don't think you know how much
Yeah.
I've changed.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you if you could
I'd-
like see me
I'd like to, at some point.
at some point. When you don't have that hold over me, then it'll happen.
Is that still there?
If we hang out long enough,
Yeah.
if we like hooked up, oh yeah,
Yeah.
this can't happen. No. Platonically, possibly.
Okay.
I'm doing okay. Today it's been fine, but
Okay. Good.
yeah, it was just if we get into certain things, then it's just like if we watch Game of Thrones and eat Chinese food
Oof.
in our PJs, that's it. I'm out. I can't go back. I can't do it. I'm going to
All
cry
right.
and like just be like, oh no, oh no. Okay, your turn.
When do you think you hurt me the most?
Like in general, or that one time? I think I hurt you most with that one, with me hooking up with our mutual friend. Definitely hurt you most. I think whenever I mention people I'm dating or like things, I think that hurts you the most. I don't do it on purpose.
I know.
But I do. It does slip.
I know.
It does slip. But and maybe I want to see the effect I have on you, like very subconsciously.
Oh, no,
like,
I totally get
but
that.
you get it. Like
Yeah.
you just kind of like, I'm doing good
Yeah.
for myself. Like yeah, yeah. All right. Okay.
Oh.
What would you warn my next partner about me? That's a good question.
Warn next partner about you. That's so interesting because I don't think I wouldn't be warning him for his benefit or for benefit. I'd be being like I'd tell him the things that I fucked up.
Are you serious?
I think you're a pretty good when it comes to relationships. You're pretty good.
I'm pretty good. I'm
You're
like
pretty
a
good.
solid B.
Yeah, I would tell him the things that I've done, the mistakes I've made, and make sure he doesn't make the same ones, or set him on the right path, not to make the same ones.
You wouldn't say anything about me? What there be no warning? Interesting. I would say that you're hard to open up. It takes you time to open up, and you have to be pushed like a little bit, but not
Yeah.
too much. But also, it's good to have space to process things.
Yeah.
I would say that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Now your turn. You're gonna talk.
What are you hesitant to tell me? Oh, I got this one.
You know this question.
I mean, I'm sure there's so much.
Oh, I'm every time we talk,
Yeah.
everything I say, I have I'm apprehensive to say.
A part of being in an open long-distance relationship is ignoring so much.
Oh my
like
God.
willfully.
And because the thing is, dating is such a big part of anyone's life.
Yeah.
Like, so there's just times I just naturally want to tell you a story that
Yeah.
involves someone I'm dating or
Yeah.
seeing or whatever,
Yeah.
and I just can't. Like,
Yeah.
and I like notice sometimes you like, when you refer to people, you use like they, like, so I don't, like you don't say he or she.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm more careful, and I think it's just because I don't like hearing it.
Yeah. And
So
it's- yeah.
I'm like super careful about what I tell you and stuff.
Yeah, because I just feel like that's such a big part of each other's lives that we are so not aware of, which has been working.
Yeah, no.
Which has been great.
I don't need to know.
I don't want to know. I think that's going to take me a while. I do think that if you had a girlfriend, like officially, Facebook status official girlfriend, I'd want to know.
Yeah.
Because it's going to happen, and I'm going to have to, I'd rather like know. And I don't think, I might not be able to hang out like with you and her for a while, but like,
Sure,
of
yeah.
course, but I would want to know. I would hate to hear it from somebody else, honestly. Like if Danny was like, yo, did you meet Jake's girlfriend? I'd be like, what? Like,
Yeah.
it'd fuck me up. I'm probably gonna have to go through the grieving process again once you start dating somebody. And I'm kind of like prepping myself for it because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it's gonna suck. So that I'm hesitant to say anything. I'm hesitant to say anything to you. It sucks because we used to tell each other everything. We knew
We were
everything.
the best communicators.
And now I'm just like, I really watch what I say, like,
Yeah.
because we're single, we're dating, or.
I know that's frustrating for you. I know there's times that you want to tell me.
It's because I've been through a lot of pain when it comes to dating. I've been through like a lot of pain, and it really hurt, and I've been hurt really, really bad, and I want to tell you because you've always been there for me, and I can't. I tell you the big things, like I told you, like was what happened on Halloween and stuff, but I don't. No, if a fuckboy fucks me over, I don't really tell you, even though I want to sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
And for the big things,
I will continue. Oh, for sure. You're the first person I would call for the big things.
really?
Still. Oh, yeah. Honestly, yeah. Because you handled it so well when I called you that time.
Yeah.
Like, even though we were still kind of dating, like, you still handled it really well. Was what happened. Okay. What are you having to tell me? Is it the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, neither of us have exchanged any pieces of information here just because our contract is like so locked. Like
locked.
both of us have like a laundry list of things that we could just check one off of and tell the other person. I don't want to.
I don't want to tell you anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if I see a girl on your Snapchat, I'm like, no, I'm going to do that. I'm like, uh-uh. I'm like, nope, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am a little, I do slip up more than you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's like both scary because I'm like, oh my God, what do you have to say to me? And like, what don't I know? But also.
There's so much.
Oh.
No, not just between both of us.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I remember we were talking about like body counts, like how many people we've slept with.
Yeah.
And like both of us were just like, no, we're
No,
not
never.
gonna
We're
discuss
not
that
gonna
ever.
meet one day, like in 2 years.
Okay.
We'll get really drunk and we'll talk about
2 to
it.
10 years.
2 to 10 years. If we're not dating again, by then we'll talk about it.
It gets easier and easier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think once you have a girlfriend, I'll be able to hear it. Like
Yeah.
I think once you have a girlfriend, after like I've mourned and after I've met her and after like whatever trial period has passed, then I think we can go for that beer and have a talk about that. Because I just need you to have a girlfriend first. Like be like, okay, he is like consistently sleeping with one person. I got it. It's done. The image is in my head. It is past. We're over it.
Okay.
Like once we're there.
Yeah. I'm sorry I can't be there for you sometimes.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, I have other people,
I know you
thankfully.
do.
So it's,
And you have yourself way more than
I
you
have,
always
yeah,
have.
but it's like hard to.
Yeah.
One day I will tell you about it, like
Sure.
because it sucked. A lot of it
Yeah.
sucked. Oh, a lot of it is fine, but it sucks.
Yeah.
Like dating's hard in your 20s as a woman in college. People are not nice to you.
Yeah.
I'm not nice either, though. I am, whatever. What is one experience you wish we never had?
One experience
Yeah.
never had. Oh, there was one time, this was like at one of the toxic peaks of our relationship, like right after the summer had ended, where I am so not proud of this moment.
Wow.
Of when you were hanging out with our friends at our mutual friend's house.
Oh, what's his name? Yeah.
At the person.
At the mutual friend.
The mutual friend.
Yeah. Oh, and you.
And I was so paranoid. That is the most unhealthy I've ever felt in a relationship. I was stalking your Snapchat location.
Yeah, you were.
To make sure that you left when you said you left. That's insane.
Yeah.
I'd never
seen you like that.
I've never been like that.
You've
besides
never been like that.
That area of our relationship. And that scared the shit out of me.
That was like the depths of insecurity and like fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to think I'm not like that most times.
You're never like that. That was shocking to me. That was like absolutely shocking that you were so like fucked up over that of that fear, And mine is similar too. Mine was earlier in the summer when you were kind of still in your dickish phase.
Fuckboy.
Terrible. And we were on your bed and I was so weak and dumb and I was just asking you like about the girl that you had like hooked up with when we were kind of on a break right before you broke up with me and like all that stuff. And then I asked you, I'm like, do you still love me? And you were like, less. I love you less. And just to Oh my God. And it was that mixed with people you were hooking up with. Like, to have you love me less. Like, and then I stayed.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we hooked up and I slept over. And I've never had panic attacks, but I was like shaking all night. Like, because I was next to someone who didn't love me, who I was madly in love with, after hearing about them being with other people. And I stayed. I should have fucking left. I should have left, but I was just so, and I was the weakest I've ever been. I was so like, oh my God, it was just terrible. That was just like the night you were like, yeah, I'm not, I don't think we're gonna get back together. Like, I don't love you like I used to.
Yeah.
And then I stayed. Oh, it was terrible. It was a really bad night. That was my lowest. I wish we never had that experience. I think about that a lot.
I wish we didn't either.
Yeah. Really fucked each other up.
Yay.
Yay. Okay. Your turn.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
How do you think our lives would be different if we never met?
We talk about this all the time. Easy.
No clue.
No clue. Wouldn't be a filmmaker. Wouldn't have gone to. I didn't even know about film school till you. Like.
Yeah. No, I probably wouldn't be a filmmaker either.
Yeah. We grew up together.
Yeah.
We were 14. We were each other's best friends since we were 14.
Yeah.
Through now. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even imagine my life without you. Like, it's not even fathomable at this point.
Hmm. Yeah. We didn't have best friends in high school. We had each other.
Yeah.
And that was good. Like, I don't regret at all what happened in our high school
me
years.
neither. No, I have no regrets
Yeah.
from that. We were kids. We didn't know. We were
Yeah.
in love. It was the best it could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Junior and senior year. Solid.
So good. Okay.
Ooh.
If we met for the first time this year, do you think we would date? Why or why not?
That's so interesting.
That is a really interesting question.
I don't know. I'd like to think so, but that's just because I know. Like, I have 6 to 7 years of hindsight, or 5 to 6 years of hindsight. Like, I know you like the back of my hand, but I don't know. I know you when you're vulnerable, and I know you what you're like at all stages, and I think you're a hard person to read. And I don't know if the current you. I'd like to think so.
I think we would.
Yeah.
You're cute. I would be like, yeah. I think so. I think we would date. I don't know. Oh yeah, no, I really do. I just can't imagine us not. Like, I feel like we would just hit it off. We're both into. We'd hopefully be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we would.
Yeah.
I think we would date.
I think so too.
I still think we, like, could date.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't like to think about it.
Me neither.
Though. I really don't. I think about it sometimes. Like, oh, what would it be like if we dated? But I actually really hate thinking about it, because then I feel like I'm setting an expectation, and you could go off and get married in 5 years. I don't know. Probably not, but like, you could. So
yeah.
Trying to think about it. Your turn.
Is there ever a chance that we'll get back together? Why or why not?
Not right now.
Yeah.
I'm in the mindset of moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe eventually.
I would love to re-meet you one day.
I would love to re-meet you too. I think definitely not within college.
No.
For sure. I feel like we both have to live our old lives.
Yeah. I think that's what it's going to take for us to re-meet each other.
Yeah.
I think if we become good friends and we stay good friends, I don't think we're ever going to get back together. Maybe. I don't know.
You think so? You think if we became good friends, we'd never get back together?
I don't know. That's such a hard question to answer,
yeah. I feel like we'd slip back into it, like, accidentally.
It'd be hard.
It would be hard not to.
Um,
I think we can have the makings of really great friends.
Yes.
At some point.
Yeah.
I think.
But I don't to start dating again. I think there might have to be some distance between us.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. I can't imagine us dating it for another like 5 years if we were to date.
I think not even just like time difference, but
like
emotional.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, we have to get over each other.
Yeah.
Which is heartbreaking.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think we both accepted that it just needs to happen.
And I think we both are like, I don't think either of us ever want to go into a relationship with in the back of our mind, we're like, oh, well, I'm going to date somebody else in like 10 years. It's not healthy, and it's 100%. Not letting us find somebody else that we might. That's so, I can't believe we're up to a point where we can like say, yeah, we might like date somebody else and like be with that person. Yeah.
No, I don't want to be comparing you to the next girlfriend. And being like, oh, would Melanie be better for me?
This might be breaking our rule, but I don't do that. Like
me neither.
But I do compare. Like
it's hard not to.
It's hard. I don't think oh, I should be dating Jake. But I think like, I don't know, this was really great in my last relationship. Like I feel like I want more of it than I'm getting, like, you know, or something like that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I do get that.
Yeah. So I don't compare, but I don't know. You are a model. You're like a model for what I want, but you're also the example of exactly what I don't want. Like I never want a relationship like what we had.
Just so dependent.
So dependent
on each other.
Like, oh yeah, me dependent on you. I never. It's almost blocking me. I have such a fear.
Yeah.
Do you know how? Yes.
No.
I'm so blocked. I have like such a wall.
Yeah.
For dating right now.
Like even if you like this person, it's like we're gonna have to start over, and like we're gonna have to
relearn
stuff. And that just sounds like so much work.
Yeah, and for me, I've realized it's like being vulnerable with it's been really hard. I really am having trouble, like, even imagining falling for somebody like that again. It's a fear because I hated how dependent I was on you. Like I really hated it, and just to think of that ever happening again. Like we always used to say, like, you know, I always felt like I loved you more. Like
I never thought that.
I thought that I thought you had more power.
What does that have anything to do with how much I loved you? Or
I don't know. Well, it was more like I used to say, like, you were like my world, like, and I was like part of your world. Like it was like you were my priority, and I was your priority, but I wasn't like your world. Like you wanted other things going on, and you were like, no, our relationship is it. This is it for me, and I never want that again. I want my relationship to be only a part of my world, but that also is making me naturally not be vulnerable because I'm like, well, I don't want to fall for you because I only want you to be a small part of my world.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm trying to figure
And that's
it out.
difficult for other people to hear.
Yeah.
Difficult for someone to be like, hey, I like you, but I'm not giving you 100%.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yes, exactly. No, exactly.
How are we doing on time? Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not engaged. Are we okay?
Are we being long? Are we?
No, you're good. Cool.
Well, she'd say that either way, right?
Yeah, she would be like, yeah.
No, but you don't have that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so funny. Yeah, we're almost done. How is it so far? Is it as bad as you thought?
No.
I knew it. You're being more open than me.
Yeah.
Questions.
Yeah.
We can't go over, like we have to wrap up in like 5 minutes. And I
Alright.
only have to do like an extra part. Okay. So,
Oh no.
you guys only have like 2 or 3.
Yeah. We can speed through them.
Oh. Is the last question the most important?
Yeah. Aw. Okay. I forgot whose turn it was.
I think it's my turn.
Wait, yeah. Is there? Yeah, it's your turn. No, it's my turn because you asked this one. What are the next steps of our relationship?
We've been taking them. We've been taking those steps. At least I don't know about you. I know there's parts of you that would just want to be friends, that would go straight from us being in a relationship to friends, and I can't do that. Can you do that?
I don't think so. Not
That's
anymore.
good.
I thought I did, but no.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
But next step is me taking the time I need so that one day, a week, a month, 5 years, 10 years from now, I can show you that I still care about you, even if it's platonic, and that not hurt. And same to me, you showing that you care about me. Just taking the time so one day we can do that, even if it's just as friends. And I can't do that right now.
No, I feel that. I do think we could be really good friends one day. Just not now, unfortunately.
Not now.
But I don't know, we've been talking a little bit more.
But
It's really hard not having you in my life. I feel the lack of my best friend a lot.
I get that.
Like, I just want to call you and tell you about like a movie I saw, or like, I don't know. But I also don't want to get used to having you again. I got really used to not having you in my life, and it took me a long time to get here, to like get used to you just not being there.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm ready to get used to having you again, because I think my mind won't separate it yet.
Yeah. It scared me how much you wanted to be friends. It felt like the relationship part of a relationship was something that you're okay with just dropping.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Huh?
I was wrong.
That was wrong? Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Last one.
Last one. What do you wish for me?
You know, actually, this is really sweet. It's gonna make me cry. I've been like writing lately because like it's just been helping me, and I wrote about you because I still think about you all the time. But I was thinking about like, I was thinking because I've been dating, and you think about like you learn things from different people and you grow, and I was thinking about what you would learn from another person you're dating, and I was fearing that like you dating an amazing girl, is that going to make you feel like we weren't amazing, But I was trying not to be so selfish thinking about that, and I was thinking like, well, I want him to continue to grow, and I feel like a relationship helps with that. So I wrote in my little thing I wrote about you, it's like I want you to date someone that helps you sleep better and like makes you open up and not stress as much, and like doesn't make you feel like you're being a caretaker, and actually date someone that maybe takes care of you a little bit.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like that, just like, because I've always wanted to be like the girl that like helped you sleep more. Like, I remember like we used to sleep in the same bed like when we first started doing that, and I was like, oh, maybe this will help him like sleep, and it didn't, and I'm like, I really want you to meet someone that like you'll sleep in the same bed and she'll help
Your
you fall
hair
asleep.
would tickle my nose.
Yeah. You have to date someone with really short hair, I guess. I don't know.
It won't. No matter, sounds weird saying, but no matter how amazing someone else I date will be, it's never going to tarnish what we had.
Yeah, I know, but you can't help it. Like, you haven't...
I think I can. I think that I can separate what I needed then and what I need now. And you were exactly what I needed.
I know, but...
And like I said, I will always love you in a sense. Maybe not be in love with you, but I will always love you. And I don't think I'm ever going to love someone else the same way, but I will love others. And that love will be different. It's not going to change the way I feel about you.
I know. I just think people give you different things.
Yeah.
So I just want someone to give you things I didn't give.
Same to you. I want someone I want someone that lets you grow.
Yeah, same for you. I want someone that lets you grow too. And I also want you to do it on your own, because I know you will, but I don't know. I just want you to sleep better and not be such an insomniac. And like,
yeah. Mental health, sleeping better.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, it's going to change your life if you slept better. I just want that for you really bad. And something your mom likes.
Yeah.
I would want someone your mom likes.
She liked.
Whatever. Oh no, she's gonna see that. But yeah, I just want you to be. I don't know. Happy.
You too.
I'll try.
Me too.
Okay. I think that's it.
Hey, it's Ashika here from The Skin Deep. We really appreciate you being here and watching this conversation. If you love what we're doing and want to stay in the loop, sign up to our newsletter for special deals, new conversations, and to be a part of our community. Sign up at theskindeep.com/subscribe. Thank you.